football time in Tennessee, folks. So that's where I'm from, and I am a homer. So let me go ahead and just put that out there right now. However, as a spectator and a lover of this team, which I've watched on TV, been to games, and listened to on the radio while I was working, this is an exciting time. So the reason why I am this way is because this was one of the first sporting events that I ever went to, and it was at Neyland. And when you're a kid and you see something with that many people, cheering and having a good time, it really left an impression. I love college sports, and if you have children, and if you can ever get, if you can get the family to go to any college event, doesn't have to be football. It's a great time. It's a really good time. Some of my fondest memories of my family is doing exactly those types of things. So good stuff. Anyway, enough about me. I'm JK the Human. Thank you for tuning in, or nobody tunes in. Thank you for checking out the Swami Brothers channel. I really appreciate it. Swami is an algorithm that I wrote 7 years ago. Started writing 7 years ago. I'm still actually writing it. It continues to evolve as we go along. It is not AI. It's just straight math. And the rest of us are the human side of this. And speaking of human side, I am not a bot. I was on another platform, and they actually accused me because of my persistence. Because on my channel, on Swami's channel, actually I should say it's not mine. We predict things every single morning. So this has been fun to do this preseason prediction show series, basically for the SEC. It's a little different. We get to talk about a lot more than just the 5 minutes that I try to squeeze each morning into. So anyway, back to it. Tennessee Volunteers. Let's take a look. Got a little history here for the coaching staff, just to kind of give you an idea of who's there and what's going on, just like we've done for everybody else. You have head coach Josh Heupel. This is his 6th season. His tenure has been defined by success and stability that had been lacking for years before his arrival. This is true. It was like a decade, basically. Before his arrival, in a 3-year stretch. Let's see. That had been lacking for years before his arrival. What am I saying? I'm saying that since then, 30 wins, 2 top 10 rankings, and the program's first college football playoff berth. So that's what he did in a 3-year stretch over his 6 seasons here. I got to take better notes. I'm so sorry. 2025 was a step back. We had an 8-5 finish. We also had I don't know how many single year quarterbacks they've had. Let's see, his first season in 2021 last year was comparable to that. So he made some staff changes. He's had 73 wins since the start of 2018. He's ranked 4th nationally among active FBS head coaches, and for the most part, there's continuity in almost all of his positions except for one, and that is defensive coordinator. So he brought in Jim Knowles. He was named the coordinator on December the 11th, 3 days after Heupel fired the previous DC, Tim Banks. Jim comes from Penn State after 3 years at Ohio State, where he was part of the Buckeyes 2025 national championship team. Previously was the defensive coordinator at Oklahoma State and Duke. This was a big. They spent money on this. They really wanted to get this fixed. Some people said swing for the fences higher. I just know that with the pedigree with what Jim has done, I mean, it seems like seems like a great hire. But time will tell. We don't know how well everybody works together. I don't know how well these guys know each other. I don't know if there's cultural differences. All that stuff comes into play, and it's going to be, it's going to get sweaty, and people are going to get on each other's nerves in every organization. Haven't found one where that's not the case, especially when you're dealing with things that are finite. It's one thing if there's just an abundance of cotton and cotton candy and you're just putting it in a bag and serving it up. It's another thing when your ability to do that is diminished by somebody else's choices. And it's a horrible analogy, but you could plug in almost anything into that. So whenever you're trying to do something and it's a team of people and you really, really want to win, and you all really, really want to win, but you have different ideas on what it takes to do that. As long as you're winning, it's fine. But it's the first time you really run into adversity that all of those bonds get tested, and all of those different things about you can hinder your progress, or it can strengthen your ability to make progress. It just depends on where the specialities lie and how well everybody gets along with each other. So to get back on track here, co-defensive coordinator Anthony Poindexter. This is going to be his first season. I don't know anything about him. Offensive coordinator Joey Halzle. He's been there for 4 seasons, and he's been Heupel's quarterback whisperer, and they've had a lot of different QBs come through there. So, fix the defense, keep the offense kind of story going on here is what they're trying to do. The defense, you could say that, well, how bad was the defense? Well, it had some holes in it last year. Before that, it had been okay. So, hopefully for them, they made the right choices, and I wish them best. Heupel didn't panic, and but he did make the decision. It wasn't like he was under any heat that we know of from the outside. I'm not behind doors with them. That was a long, rambling intro to get to this, which is the schedule. Let's take a bite out. All right, September 5th. You're at home, and you got an FCS opponent coming in, and there hasn't been a single one of these schools that we've reported the schedule on where Swami has picked anything other than a confidence win against FCS. There's a reason for that, and it's because it's just not the same level of talent. Coaching can be great. Everybody can be great, but they're not the same size. They don't have the same depth. And so it's just basically a gimme. Then you gotta go away. And so you're on the road, and this is gonna be your first kind of toss-up test. There's there's some people saying that, you gotta watch out here, because Georgia Tech they can beat you. So taking a trip to Atlanta, numbers wide, this is a toss up. We don't have anything that points in one direction or the other. All we have numerically is something that just says, caution. Um, can't really determine it yet. Now, after the first game of the season, once Swami starts actually getting scores in and seeing what um, these teams are doing, a lot of this preseason stuff will change for all of them. And we can only go on history at this point and what we know, and what we know is very little. By the way, very very little. So anybody that tells you different, if they're not living inside that locker room, they don't know either. Kennesaw State, September 19th. It's home. It's a confidence win. Very comfortable confidence win on paper, anyway. So, then September 26th, Texas is coming to town. Texas. This will be a marquee home game. It'll be our first true SEC test. Swami has it as a pick'em. Can't tell yet what's actually happening, what it's looking at. So, yeah, the 26th, you're flipping a coin. It's really hard to say. Then October the 3rd, road trip. No, we're at home against Auburn's own new look staff. These two coaches know each other. They actually coached together at Tennessee. So this will be interesting. Swami has it as a pick'em as well. He's not quite sure what to make of it numerically. Arkansas is an away game. It's a road trip. Kind of the same thing here. Swami thinks it's a pick'em. That's not conclusive on which way it's going to go. Then October 17th, at home against Alabama. This game means a lot to both of these teams. And I think it's been a while since Alabama has actually won in Neyland. I think that we'll handle it. Swami thinks it's a pick'em. October 24th, away game, and it's at South Carolina. And I think, like I said before in the last video, as long as they're not privy to any unsolicited advice, that Tennessee should win. But there's not enough there. It is a away game, and so a road trip is never, especially in college football, there is home field advantage. In college football, it really matters. So you have to give a nod to them. But numerically, we've got it. It's also a pick 'em. There's just not enough there to say one way or the other. Then November 7th, you're at home. Kentucky's coming in. They also have had a complete turnover at coaching, and so we think Swami also agrees that is a confident win. There's just too many variables there at Kentucky at the moment. I mean, I will say this: by November 7th, these teams know who they are and what they are. You figure that, it's no longer really, I mean, it is a first year team, but you've almost played a full schedule. So by this point, you know what you have, and hopefully everybody is healthy. Um, and if that's the case, and you've got it together, and they can turn the ship around at Kentucky and get it rolling, you never know. It may not be a confidence win by them, but right now, with everything we know, yeah, that's the way it is on paper. This is we got an away game going to Texas A&M. Now these guys, we were talking about this last night. We think that I think Texas A&M is going to be sneaky good, and of all the teams in the SEC that aren't getting a lot of attention, this team is the one that I think is going to surprise some people. So Swami also appears to think that, because this is the first predicted loss that Swami has in the season for Tennessee, and it's on the road at Texas A&M. So November 21st, this is a game everybody's going to be watching because Lane Kiffin's coming into town, and basically Tennessee can't stand that guy because he left in the middle of the night. Uh, yeah, they're looking forward to this. They're going to want some payback here. They can't stand him. They'll be the everybody in orange at that game will have their heat glasses on and just be staring a hole through Lane and company. But that brings all the drama. Like, this is great. Like, only in college football are you going to get stories where one coach sneaks out to go be the head coach of another team, and just the whole fan base, basically the whole Tennessee fan base, just they can't stand him. It's good drama. So that's going to be a really fun game. I've got it circled. Swami has it as a pick 'em. They've spent a lot of NIL money at LSU this year. He won't stop talking about it. So he's going to have some great players. He's a good coach. He's a really good coach, and I think that's why everybody was so upset when he left, right? Um, because that sent basically his leaving sent the program into a decade-long tailspin. It's, and people remember that, and they don't forget that kind of stuff, because it matters. These things have value. So anyway, that's going to be really fun. So November 21st, and then last game of the year, man. I keep saying nice things about Clark Lee because I believe them. Clark is he's a really good coach. He's a really good coach. He parked his ego. He did some things that you don't see head coaches do. And one of them is to park your ego and to be honest with it publicly. I never see these guys do this. He did it. And he said he realized that he couldn't micromanage it. So he needed to let go and actually go surround himself with other really smart, really motivated, really goal driven guys. And so he went and picked up other coaches. Wasn't in any way trying to compete against them to prove their merit. Let them do their thing. Man, he turned that around. For as long as, and I've said it a bunch during this series, for as long as I've been watching Vanderbilt, I've never said you have to watch out for Vanderbilt until Clark Lee came along. So hats off to him. You can't take him for granted anymore. It's not It's not your grandpa's Vanderbilt. These guys, even Swami says, hey, this can go either way, especially since it's at Vanderbilt. But we've got it as a pick'em. So that's 2026 season for Tennessee, and I'm really, really looking forward to this. So it's 3 confidence wins. There's only 1 predicted loss. So the floor is 3-9 here. Ceiling's 11-1. I don't know if it's going to be 11-1. But that's a wonderful range. Speaking of a wonderful range, we have a website, and it's called it's theswamibrothers.com, and on there we have a countdown timer to the kickoff, and also the daily posts that I make are on the website, as well as the daily videos. So I really appreciate everybody for checking in. A lot of crazy things going on in the world. Be kind to one another. It's it can go a long way. It can go a really long way. And please like and subscribe. I need all the help I can get on that. Enjoy the season, and check in with me from time to time. Swami and I will be posting every day. And most importantly, thank you for it.